We never change. We are who we are. But it's not easy to stay as we are. On the left is a picture of mine, 10 years old. On the right is a picture of me now, 50 years old. No change. Not even the clothes. Still childlike, getting fascinated by everything new I see. I always wanted to see things my own way, learn from my own vision, and not go by what someone else saw. At the age of 25, I did make life choices which shocked everyone. Not very happy with how it turned out to be. By the time I was 35 years old, I thought I was already in the last decade of my life. I felt aged and unfit. I suffered a slip disc and was bedridden for 3 months. It became chronic and I lived with it for next 13 years of my life. At 35, with support from my dear parents, I pulled myself up. I needed to redeem myself. I needed to indulge in things that made me happy. Architecture, it was. It wouldn't have been possible, wouldn't have been easy since 10 years of break from my profession. I picked up an old house which was in ruins. I started drawing parallels between myself and this house, both dying a slow death. These grand buildings back then had a certain aura, just like I had. Happy, agile, confident, vibrant, full of life. Both me and my buildings needed love, care, and attention. Finding happiness through reviving what was once something of value meant much more to me than constructing a new building. Part by part, bringing it back to its original existence, redeeming and restoring its honor and worth, I kept taking up more of such projects. Little did I know that by bringing these houses back to life, my own life will restore itself. Architecture redeemed me. The love for outdoors initiated the spirit of hiking in me. These non-motorable, high-altitude trekking routes were challenging for both mind and body. I was deriving my energy from the pristine nature, which taught me to withstand. In extreme climate, with no comforts of home, no toilets, no water to bathe for days, and simple basic meals, made me realize that we actually need very little. To be satisfied is to be happy. Happiness already exists all around us. We just need to tune into it. When life gives you lemons, what do you make? Lemonade. And when life gives you a chill, you make ice candy. It's not easy to pay and choose a holiday which leaves you physically more tired than you were before the holiday started. At the age of 40, I picked up this, a 500cc Enfield, and challenged myself to ride for 21 days in Ladakh on the roads less traveled. It was a tough decision for someone who was suffering from slip disc. I took a chance. Yoga and stretches along the way and the adrenaline rush from the thump of the bike made it happen. This paved way for more rides later. I wanted to get stronger so I could lift my own bike if it fell. People would be waiting for a chance to laugh at a woman who asked them for help to help her pick up her bike. I didn't want to give anyone such a chance. I knew I had to become stronger. As much as I loved the sound of Royal Enfield, I felt guilty about the noise and air pollution it created. To roam the villages and streets of Goa, I took up to cycling. Subsequently, I got invited to join cycling clubs for leisure rides as well as events and races. Back then, there weren't many female cyclists, but now there are over 100 in Goa, thanks to the cycling culture. Many well-accomplished people taught me that nothing can be a limitation. I challenged myself further and took up self-supported long-distance endurance rides called BRM series, where I did 200, 300, 400 and 600 kilometer rides back-to-back 4 times in 4 years and got the title of a super randonneur. Again, the lessons learnt on the road, be it sun, rain, cold, day or night, on the back roads or interstate roads or national highways, you just keep riding, fixing your own punctures, planning your own nutrition, listening to your own body. Last was a 1,000-kilometer ride from west coast of Goa to east coast, that is Goa to Pondicherry. In total, 69 hours, which included day and night of riding, eating, resting, and riding time all put together. I did whatever I did for the pure pleasure of it. One day, 3 years ago, I stumbled upon come on, aerial yoga. My slip disc was under control but not healed. Wondering if this was for me or not, I went for a trial class. That day changed my life. I came home telling everyone that I have found another good reason to live for. It's not very common to see people start aerial at the age of 47. Also, it's not common to see any big-built woman like me doing aerial. I defied both, observing my body slowly and steadily. Under the guidance of this amazing aerial instructor, I realized that life is a constant struggle, trying to realize who you are, to love what you are, and to keep it that way. So, this is where I am today. Grateful to all my teachers and mentors, especially my parents who stood beside me like a rock throughout, to my husband, to my friends who have constantly been encouraging and supporting, and to Pecha Kucha for hosting me. Gratitude to all. Thank you.